Hey, I'm Neil, and I want to go over a UI design trend that I've noticed, which is an animated line illustration. So I'm going to show a few examples and then I will show you how it's done. I didn't work on any of these websites. These are all just found references that illustrate the trend. So as I'm scrolling here, my scroll is driving the end of this path to animate, revealing this sort of chunky line illustration. Reminds me of Keith Haring a little bit. Okay, and if I reverse my scroll direction, it goes in reverse. So how is it working? I'll go into this a little bit more in depth at the end, but the number that's changing here is the stroke dash offset in this SVG path. Okay, so it's a single line, a single path, and as I'm scrolling, that stroke dash offset is increasing. So watch what happens right now. We have it about 9,600. What if I update that to 30,000? So 30. Okay, so what just happened is I just forced the stroke dash offset to increase, revealing almost the entire line illustration, which I otherwise wouldn't have seen until I got to the bottom of the page. So that's from the New York Times from about a year ago. Here's another example from HuffPost.
We have a serious problem with affordable housing and a living wage.
I'll pause that. The voiceover is automatically triggering on scroll. So it's the same idea.
More housing and affordable housing.
These line illustrations are all drawn with a single path, and as I scroll, that path is animating.
There's so many kids here.
So the visual style is a little bit different, and the rate at which this path is animating is also different, but it's the same basic idea. In terms of implementation, it's done the exact same way with stroke dash offset. Okay, now this one's a little bit different. This is from Lemonade, the insurance company, from their 2019 report. So as I'm scrolling, I really like this one. It's a really nice line animation. What's different about it is that it has a few added elements. So not only is the path animating, but we have an element following the path, which is this pink circle. Okay, you'll also notice it's not just the start of the path, but it's also the end of the path that's animating. And the way they're doing that is by changing both stroke dash offset and stroke dash array. You'll also notice that they have these fills that are coming in. So these are all separate elements. So under the hood, it's the same basic concept, single path, single line illustration, but they've added a little bit of flair to it in a way that I really like. So I said I would get more into implementation. Let's take a look. This is on CSS Tricks from Chris Coyier. First written in 2015, updated about 2 years ago. And it's basically how it's done. So here I have a single SVG path of an asterisk or a flower, and as I'm scrolling, it's my scroll that's driving that animation. So how's it done? I won't read this entire article, but you get a path, calculate the path length. You're going to want to offset that dash. That's the dash offset. And then this is the sort of important function. So I'm adding an event listener to scroll. Then as the user is scrolling, the dash is getting offset by the same percentage, sort of as a function of the percentage scrolled. So that's the line down here. The stroke dash offset is getting updated as a function of the scroll depth. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Here's another way of doing it using GSAP, aka GreenSock. So same effect that we've been looking at. Similar to the Lemonade one, not only am I animating the path, but I also have an element following the path. It's that red circle. And this is being done using GSAP Scroll Trigger, that's right here, with the Draw SVG plugin. Okay, so this is the GSAP Scroll Trigger landing page. And this page itself serves sort of as a demo of the function. So as I scroll, I have this airplane animating along the path. This path is already drawn. It's not filling in, but the airplane is animating. We also have these rocket ships that are sort of going in the opposite direction to my scroll. My scroll is controlling all of the effects on this page. Okay, so you can do a lot of things other than animating a path or animating an element along a path. This is sort of similar to Locomotive or other virtual scrolls. But to bring it back to focus, you can achieve the effect using GSAP Scroll Trigger or using a JavaScript function like this to update the stroke dash offset. Okay, so I'm going to put all these links in the description and hope you enjoyed this video.